Can you hear me? Hello, everyone. Hi, Natasha.
Hello.
Oh, finally, we managed. Hi, good morning, everybody. My apologies. This is what happens with live TV. So, with live recording, it doesn't get any more real than that. I am so delighted to have you and to interview you because I watch you on Facebook, what you do on all the social platforms, and you are a great inspiration to me.
Thank you.
I honestly, hands on heart, I just really look forward to your posts, and I think a lot of mamas out there can relate. But I firstly wanted to apologize because I am late. I just the code wasn't working, and then I couldn't hear, so I switched off. But that's life, and that's how it.
Yeah.
So how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It was a busy morning. I had to pick my son up because the school called and said he had a sore throat. So these days, for anything they have, you have to pick them up. So it's ridiculous. He just has a sore throat. So I had to rush, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be on time back. So I had to rush and pick him up and come back. I said, oh my god, mom life.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's just got a sore throat. So I gave him one of those toys. I gave him one of those tablets. This morning, like a Strepsil for his throat, and he was fine. But at school, they asked him what was wrong, and he said he had a sore throat. So they sent him to downstairs so that he had to call me and pick him up. I mean, isn't that ridiculous? Just because he had a sore throat. I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyway, he's home, so.
Well, you get to spend the day with him, which is lovely,
Yes.
I'm sure.
Yes.
So before I introduce myself a little bit, I want you to introduce yourself, if you don't mind, and tell our audiences a little bit more about you.
Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. My name is Natasha. I'm originally from the Netherlands, but I've been living in Spain since 1998. So more than half my life I've been here. I'm a former receptionist and medical interpreter. I've always been a working mommy, struggling between work and family life. And about 3 years ago, I lost my job, and that's how I landed up here in the online space. So I've been a full-time digital business owner and mentor for the last 2 years now. So that's about it. I'm married to a Spanish man, and I have two preteens, and yeah, that's it.
How old are your kids?
My son is 12 and my daughter is 14.
Wow,
So
gosh, they're fast, so fast.
Preteen life. Oh my gosh.
Yes, still to come. My goodness.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Every age has its own. That's what my mom always says. Every age has, it works. So for those of you who have never met me before, I'm Julia, and I am Italian. I've been living in the UK for forever, more than half my years and age, which I'm not gonna say. I also have children slightly smaller than yours, so Olivia is 3 and Max is 7, and my year is coming up. So I joined in October, November last year, and I did it during when we were in lockdown. So it was the period when the UK was in really tight lockdown and everyone was at home, which was great. But I needed looking for something different. To be honest, I had no idea if I'd keep my job. Luckily, I have kept my job. I work 4 days a week in a luxury hotel in HR, which I absolutely love. But there's always been something inside of me telling me to look for something that I could do on my own terms. And I found this amazing business almost a year ago, I've set up my own business, and I mean, it's been fantastic. I have managed to meet so many fantastic people. Natasha is definitely one of them. And I thought it'd be really lovely to interview you. You've been doing this a little bit more than myself, and I'm sure there's a lot that I can learn from you, as well as giving exposure to any other mums who are, whether you're in a situation where you have lost a job or you just want to shift what you're currently doing to enable you to do the things you love. I think for both of us, probably it was to be around our children, because it's just very hard if you have a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, absolutely, to be able to do that. So tell me, Natasha, what do you enjoy the most about the business?
I think it's the flexibility most, you know, you can just do this whenever you can. So even if you're busy with other things, the business works on your behalf. Once you're up and running, it's easy to manage. You don't have to be on top of it like a normal job that you have to be there present 8 to 10 hours a day. So you can just work around it. So, you know, it isn't your first priority anymore. It's you know, it can just work around our busy mom life. So like I always say, because even if you're a stay-at-home mom, I mean, it's still hard, you know. You know, you're still busy with so many things. I mean, we're so busy the whole day, and I remember the days when I was still working. I thought, oh my gosh, how did I manage it all, you know? And now it's such a relief that I can just work in my own time, and when the kids are at school, and I think that's probably my favorite part, because yeah, the time freedom I have now, then, because I didn't have that before.
No, I agree with you. There's nothing, I think, more rewarding than sitting down when it's quiet and just thinking, you know what, let's have a look, let's go in.
Exactly.
So absolutely, the flexibility is amazing, to be honest, because you get to do it around your own terms and not because they need a report in the next 2 hours or whatever. So and what do you use to set up your business? What tools do you use mainly? Just for anybody out there which thinks, what do I need to set up an online business?
I mainly use my phone. That's my main tool. I do have a laptop which I use for my advertising part, because it's much easier to see, because it's bigger, it's not that small, so it doesn't hurt my eyes as much as when I look on my phone, because otherwise you know, my eyes will go like this. But mainly I do everything on my phone. So we have our phones on us practically all day. So wherever I go, my phone goes with me, and that means my business goes with me also. So that's my main tool, and of course internet connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. That's all we need, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a laptop and internet connection, and I think nowadays everybody at least has one or the other.
Exactly.
That's it, really. Absolutely, you're right. And if you've got that, you're ready to go from the start. So great. And what advice, so to anybody who's listening to us now, who might catch the broadcast later on, what advice would you give to any mom out there looking to start their own business?
Don't wait. Don't wait till your kids grow up. Don't wait till I don't know, the right time, because there's never a right time for anything, you know. Because I know for myself, if I would have found this business earlier when my kids were still younger, I mean, oh, my life would have been so much easier. So don't think that maybe in my situation, oh, my kids are bigger now, they're more independent and all that, but I always say to moms or parents that have smaller kids just like you, do it now, because you can enjoy so much of their time on a later stage, you know, because you could run this business in your own time, and you can be successful within 1 year or 2 years, and even within 5 years. It doesn't matter, you know, and you still have a lot of time to enjoy your kids, because they grow up so fast. I mean, my daughter is 14. She's in her teenage years, and oh my gosh, she's a hardy. You know, she wants to do her own thing. She's not she's not as much with mommy as she used to be. So yeah, I miss those times. And I thought, oh, you know, the time has gone past so quickly, and I could have done this and I could have done that, and I still can, but you know, I think it's better to start with an earlier age. And as I said, not everything out there is a scam. You know, it is. I know it's the online space, and people, you know, people get freaked out when they hear about online businesses, and yeah, there are a lot of things out there that aren't legit. But just come take a look. This could be just this is a life changer. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. And I think I would say exactly the same thing, to be honest, to anybody out there almost sitting on the fence thinking, what do I do? I always say we all have inner voices and we all have an ego voice. Exactly. So our inner, the one that wants to guide us and tells us what to do. That voice is there for a reason. It's telling you to go for it. And I always say, just listen to that voice, you know, set your ego aside. Ego's there because it's trying to put limits, and just have a look. As you said, just have a look. There's really nothing to lose. And you also mentioned another really valid point. I mean, the online space is huge, and it will probably get bigger. It's never going to shrink and disappear. No. If any things are all moving online, and rightly so. Even when I looked, I remember thinking, right, there's so much out there. How do you choose, and how do you know? And that's all human, you know. And actually, the more information you have, the better you can make a decision. And I think for myself, probably the same for you. To me, it all started with a Facebook advert, which just, I was so attracted to it. And there was a free workshop to watch. And that's where I managed to actually realize, okay, this is real. These are real people talking. This model is real. And I took that decision from there. So if you are a little bit on the fence, that's absolutely normal. Do your research, find out. And, you know, as Natasha mentioned, just go for it. Don't wait.
Exactly. Yes. And it's risk-free. There are no obligations. So we're not going to rip you off or you know, get money off you or in any way, because the final decision is up to you. I mean, I did not know anything about the online space. I wasn't even looking at the time. I just lost my job. I was furious. I was devastated because I thought that my job was, it would last me for a lifetime. Yeah, until boom, I just got laid off without any notice because the company was having financial problems. And just like you said, I was just scrolling on my newsfeed and this popped up, and I thought, okay, what's this all about? Let me see, you know. And I just saw it, and as you said, I just followed my gut. I knew I had to take that next step to see what it was all about, because otherwise I would be thinking, oh my gosh, what if this real and I miss it, or you know, I just knew this was it for me. And I know there are a lot of businesses out there, so you just have to find what's good for you. And I chose this system because it works on our behalf. So it works continuously. It works 24/7, 365 days a year. We don't have to sell any products or do parties or call people or chase people. So people come to us when they're interested, and that's what I love. I said, oh, this is a great point, because I don't want to be, you know, annoying people, because I don't like being annoyed myself. So so this was just for me the perfect fit.
Yeah, no, oh gosh, so many points you've raised there, which are
there's so many points. I mean, there's so much to discuss, and that's why we tell people, because people say, oh, why do I have to watch the webinar? Why do I have to watch the webinar? Because that's where you know, that's our it's a winning webinar, I say, because that's where we explain you how it works, and you just have to follow the procedure. It's so easy, and if it interests you, well, perfect, then you can take the next step. And if not, well, at least you took a look, and you know, to see what it's all about.
Nothing to lose. And no. I think the winning webinar, I love that. I think I might pinch that as well. But what is also really important with the webinar, it's not a PowerPoint that rolls. it's actual people, it's live. And if you can't make the live webinar, because of course it's a global business, me in the UK, I think the live webinar would have been at 2:00 in the morning, which you know, I could have, but I couldn't at the time. So I just watched a replay link, and the replay link is a link of the live webinar with people talking and testimonials of real people, exactly what their life was like previous, and as they joined and grew their successful business, you know, how much their life has changed. And ultimately that's what we want for everybody. I mean, I'm in this business, yes, the financial gain, it's important, but actually it's to change people's lives, you know. And for us, I think it's changing the lives of many mums who are you know, trying to find time and flexibility.
It's such a satisfaction to share with other people, you know, what's been shared with you, because we started in at the same point. We watched the webinar and we saw that ad that related with our stories, and that's how we joined also. So it, you know, yes, there are people in here that they joined through friends, or and that's all possible. If you've got a lot of friends that want to join, perfect, you know. But I didn't know that person at all. It was for me a complete stranger. I didn't know the person, nothing, and I just checked her out, and I thought, hey, if she can do that, you know, she 4 kids, 3 jobs, and then doing this, and I thought, well, then I can too, you know, without any experience. So that's the beauty of this, because it's the research has already been done for you. Everything you need to run a business online is provided for you. The training, you know, you have a personal coach and a mentor that's always there, plus a whole community of more than 95,000 people where you can reach out to and connect with. It's amazing. And like you said, the money part is, of course, which is great, because what we earn here, we can't earn on a monthly basis at work. So that's for sure.
I think that's why there's this perception of the business not being realistic, because of the amount of money you make in the business. But that's what it is, and
exactly, because we did because the people that created Darren and Mike that created this whole business, they did their research. They found the correct products and everything that can make us that much commission, because we have the highest highest paid commission in the world. I mean, that is huge. I mean, there's nothing out there that pays out so much commission as our program. That's for sure. And it won't take you as long as maybe other online businesses, because I mean, you might like doing a makeup business or something like that, but how many mascaras do you have to sell to make a living? You know, think about it.
No, we do no selling, and that's why, in a way, 2 years or 3 years, it doesn't matter, because it's going to be life for you.
Exactly.
So, and you mentioned about training. So you mentioned a little bit about the automated system. So for anybody who doesn't quite understand maybe what automated means, I mean, I definitely had to look it up. Automated means that a system basically does a lot of your admin work in the background. So, you know, you don't have to be there doing all of this, which is 90% of this business model is automated. But perhaps I just wanted to get your take on what the training was like, what the training experience was like for you.
It was easy, because it's made in such a way that anybody can follow it, because I mean, we have people in their 70s doing this, so we have grandmothers doing this that weren't even on they didn't even have Facebook or nothing like that. They didn't even go on social media, and they landed up here, and look at them now. They're successful grandparents in the online space, which is amazing. Now, the training is set up that way. You just follow the steps, and you can, and it's all video based and short video. So it's not that you have to watch an hour of video in each step. It's short videos, 3-4 minutes maybe each video. And if you don't understand it the first time, you can rewind. You can look back at it, and it's just steps wise, you know. Just start by step 1, and then just follow the steps, and you'll get there. You don't and you don't have to do the whole thing when you start, you know, because people think they have to learn the whole training first before they can even start their business. No, when you can do it while you're running your business already. So once you're set up, once we've created your website, because that's all done for you, you just have to fill in the details, and that's it. And once that's up and running, you can just go into the training whenever you can, which is great. I mean, I've been doing this for 2 years, and I still have to look back in the training sometimes. Hey, I forgot how to do this or that, and then I can just look it up. I don't have to, you know, annoy anybody asking questions. I just look it up, and then the answers are all there. So we don't have to do any marketing courses or outside trainings, because there are a lot of businesses out there that don't provide any training. They just get you started, and there you go. But there's no platform out there that will give you the YouTube training, Google training, and Facebook training. I mean, Pinterest training. I don't know how many how many social media platforms do we have? And I think TikTok will be on there soon too. So I mean, it's amazing. And I've looked into courses. I thought, okay, I might do something extra for my business, but the prices, the money they ask, and then you look into it, and they don't tell you anything else that we already know. And it's just our own people, the members of our own community that share their insights, which is great. Because they don't hide it, you know, they don't keep it to themselves. So I might know something that another person that doesn't know, and we can just put that in the training and help each other, which that's what our community is all about.
That's how we met, because the community is amazing. Everybody's out there to help one another.
Exactly.
I have very rarely met such a lovely community of like-minded people, because we all want to do well, we all want to help each other. And that's how I initially met Natasha, because I was going through some Pinterest training, and I just asked her a couple of questions, and then from there we just started chatting. How it is, isn't it? It's beautiful from that point of view. And from a training background, and I was very impressed with how the training was set up. And I think the other thing, which I think is awesome, is that it gets updated constantly.
Continuously.
So it changes. It's not just, there's your training, it's, I don't know, 5 years old, and we'll update it in another 5. No. Exactly. It gets updated, which is fantastic. And
you don't have to pay anything for that. I mean, you know, there are no monthly fees, or if something changes that we have to pay for it, nothing. So it's all included once you start. That's it.
Great point, actually, because people may, or listening to us, they may think that actually you need to pay. No, you don't pay. There is a workshop that you watch, which is free. And then to book a coaching call, there is a cost, and it's really minimal, which is refundable. You've got a 30-day period, and that's pretty much it. That's how easy it is. So thank you for pointing that out. And what would you say to, I guess, anybody out there who's listening to us who has no social marketing experience and thinks, well, how do I do this? I've never, used Facebook before, or so forth.
We teach you everything. So there's nothing, because as I said before, there are grandmothers doing this. They weren't even on Facebook. They didn't even have the social media. They just happened to see the ad, or this business was maybe shared by someone from the family or a friend or whatever. But they managed also. And I don't have any online business experience either. I mean, I'm a former receptionist and medical interpreter. I have my basic computer skills, just like other people, and that's it. And we will teach you everything. And I know people might think, oh my gosh, can I do this? Yes. Anybody can do this. So no, there's no worries about that. If we can do it, anybody can do it.
No, thanks for resharing that, because I think that's probably one of the main reasons why people don't join, because they think, I don't have that qualification, or I've never done that before. I always say, actually, and this is not to take anything off from people who have experience, because your experience is always incredibly valuable, but sometimes it's actually better not to have any experience, so you learn from zero, and any of those little habits that you want to bring in that you shouldn't be bringing in are not there. So don't worry about that, because the training will have you covered, and because there's such a strong sense of community that will carry through. What I would say is you need a strong mindset, but that's for any that you do. So if I mean, if you have passion and you're willing, nothing's ever going to stop you.
Exactly. And you have to be able to want to do this, you know. You have to be, you know, it's not just something you just, oh, okay, I'll do this and let a miracle happen. No, you do have to put in the work. But I mean, and as I said, nothing will change if I mean, if you're in a situation like I was before, and you needed something to change, but you just didn't know what. I mean, I knew I couldn't just sit around waiting for something to happen. I mean, I wasn't gonna be able to find the perfect job that fitted in my family life, so I knew I had to make something happen, and this was it. I thought, okay, I'm gonna put my 100% into this. I'm doing this full time because I haven't gone back to work. I said I'm gonna make this my full-time thing, and I'm just gonna make it happen. So yeah, and if I just sat there to 3 years ago and just I wouldn't be where I am today. So you do have to have a strong will to say, yes, I need this, I want this, and I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, you have to take action. It's all great visualizing great things.
Exactly. People, oh yes, oh, this sounds nice, and this is this, and oh, it all sounds fabulous, but they're all words. If you don't do nothing about it, well, you'll be stuck in. I mean, I have people that send me messages and they complain about their situation, but they don't change anything about it. I mean, I can help you, get started. I can help you, but I can't do the work for you. You have to take that step. I can't make that decision for you. I'm not here to rip you off or anything like that. We are mentors, we are coaches that guide people to start their own online business, just how they taught us, and that's how we all get. But the work you have to put in, nobody's going to do that for you. So if you want something to do,
mums do so well, because sometimes I speak to mums and they think, well, but I have no experience, and I say, stop, you're a mum,
or they don't have time, or they don't have this. All excuses. All excuses. I'm sorry.
But I would say to them, don't think that way.
Yeah.
If you want to join, you have so many transferable skills, that you can take to this business. And as you say, as long as you have a strong mindset up here and you want to take action, don't worry about the training, don't worry about setting up. A mum goes through things that nobody else goes through, really. Like, remember being a patience. You learn to be so patient when you're a mum. You learn to be so kind. You learn to be so organized when you're a mum. Things, my gosh, make mums so successful in this business. And not most, but a lot of the successes are from mums, because it's in their heart, it's in their head, and they just push through, and they do so well. And they don't have the experience, but they know in their, they have that passion and that commitment to succeed. And that comes from here, the training.
We can have both. We can have, we can have a career and a family life without sacrificing one or the other. So that it does exist, because I'm, we're used to the traditional routine work, but it doesn't have to be that way anymore, and especially now these days, it can't get better. It can't get any better.
Yeah, and I think, with all the devastating, obviously, years or past 2 years we've had, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And if anything, it's able to slow down a bit, but also reconsider the flexibility of whatever the day is. Because it doesn't, as you say, have to be, 9 to 5. No, careers are being more flexible as well, and that's why the digital world will just continue to grow, because if there's one thing that it allows, it's that flexibility to do things a bit differently. So what advice would you give to anybody who is watching us now, and I know we said, you know, don't wait, but if there was anything else that you could say to them today, what would it be?
That it is possible to have, it is possible for us mommies to be successful,
Yeah.
in life. And I'm meaning in this because I mean, and you don't need, you know, you don't need a degree to be successful. I mean, we
No.
all come from different backgrounds, and we have so many mommies, including including single moms that are doing this, that didn't even have a job when they started, and they are running successful businesses on their own successful business. So just do it. I mean, you know, don't, as I said before, just don't wait. I mean, we all have the capacity to do this. I mean, we are moms. I mean, we are moms. We are not just moms. We are power moms.
It's no, I
Because
love
people
the
say, you know, oh, I'm just a mom. I mean, you're not just a mom. I mean, a mother does. I mean, is a whole task. It's a job. You know, it's the hardest job, and you're not getting paid for it either. So I mean, if we can manage to be mothers, we can build a successful business, for God's sake.
Yes, that is the best piece of advice from today. Honestly, if you're a mum, you can manage a successful business.
Absolutely.
Don't.
Absolutely. Without having to struggle and, you know, and all that hassle. Because I mean, we've all been there. I mean, I've been there. I mean, I know how it is to continuously be in a race the whole day, you know, picking up the kids, go back, go work, and this and that. Oh gosh.
Hard. It's hard, but this business, you know, allows you to do things so differently.
Yeah.
It's been such a pleasure to have a chat with you, and hopefully, you know, people are watching, and I would say to anybody watching, follow Natasha. I mean, your Facebook page is so beautiful and so
Thank you.
as well. Like, some of the things you do are just fun, and when that fun comes through, it's because it's real. It's not staged.
Exactly. Yeah, and you have to have fun. I mean, when you have fun, what you're doing, I mean, you know, that's people see that.
Yeah, and you know, the reason why I wanted to interview Natasha as well today was so that you see that we're real. You know, we're not just a picture on Facebook. We are real moms doing the real thing. So get in touch with either of us. It doesn't matter. And to everybody who's logged in to say hello and that they're watching, thank you. I hope this interview has been of, you know, service and can help you and many others. I'm sure we'll do many more interviews in the future, but I just wanted to say thank you. And if there's anything else you want to say,
no, I think I've I think I've said it all.
Amazing job. And again, apologies for anybody who was watching. We had a bit of a glitch this morning, but you know what? This is life, and that's how it goes. So have a lovely day. Go and spend time with yourself or something, and we'll be back. And anything you need, there are email addresses and website links. So yeah,
absolutely.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.